All right, hi everyone. It's the Tuesday evening edition of Weather for Weather Geeks on this election day. If you headed to the polls today, you encountered sunshine, warm weather. It was a beautiful day, and we're going to have another great one coming up for tomorrow. But we've got some interesting things to talk about over the next several days, including the Mother's Day holiday coming up this weekend. In the meantime, today, 78 was the official high at the Youngstown Warren Airport. Our forecast was 75, so it was another overachieving day. You know, sometimes you just can't be warm enough on these sunny spring days, especially when we're still a little behind on the foliage, so more of the sun's energy can make it to the ground and not get intercepted by the canopy of foliage across the region. So that allows sometimes at this time of the year and earlier in the spring temperatures to overachieve a little bit. So 78 locally, 80 New Philly today, 78 in Pittsburgh, and just a little bit of a lake breeze kept Cleveland Hopkins Airport at 71 this afternoon. It was another day today where we had those popcorn fair weather cumulus clouds. Real easy to see those on our high-res visible satellite from today. The sun doesn't actually heat the air. The sun heats the ground, then the ground heats the air, and those air parcels start rising. The water vapor cools, condenses, forms some clouds, but they tend to be real shallow. Sometimes we call this popcorn cumulus clouds because it just kind of looks like popcorn popping as we get into the midday and afternoon. Across the country this evening, there's not a lot going on. Not a real active weather map. Some rain up in parts of the upper Midwest and near the U.S.-Canadian border. Some showers down across parts of the desert Southwest. And a pretty good rainmaker out in the Pacific Northwest this evening. The heat is on where you would expect it to be. A little early season heat wave here for places such as Phoenix and Palm Springs. Vegas close to 100 this evening, and they'll have more hot weather coming up there during the day tomorrow. Back here at home, our big picture for Wednesday, 80 tomorrow, and based on today's 78, I might have to take up tomorrow's high a couple. It might be 81, 82 in some spots, so a very warm day. Not near the record of 89, though. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 6:10, down at 8:28. We're still picking up a couple to even close to 3 minutes. Pardon me, worth of daylight per day now, so we're up to 14 hours and 18 minutes worth of daylight. We are about 6 weeks or so away from the summer solstice and the longest day of the year. All right, tomorrow is going to be another winter. Again, at 80 or so tomorrow afternoon. We'll see a good deal of sun. Some fair weather clouds will pop up from time to time. Now, the more substantial cloudiness with our system will stay off to the west through the daylight hours tomorrow. Clouds won't really thicken up here until after sunset. And then, pretty good chance of showers and thunderstorms along a warm frontal boundary during the wee hours of Thursday morning. So you might hear some claps of thunder out there at 2 or 3 in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, Thursday morning. Thursday, the rest of the day is kind of a tough forecast because we'll get that initial batch of showers and storms. Then does the atmosphere reload as a cold front approaches from the west? It's possible. There's some model disagreement here. This is the most recent run of our in-house model here showing kind of some hit or miss showers and storms right around lunchtime on Thursday. I think that might be the right idea, and I think there can be a drying trend then as we go deeper into the afternoon. So if you have outdoor plans Thursday, we're probably okay after 2 or 3 in the afternoon. On Friday, our old boundary will settle down in here and start lifting back north as a warm front, and we might get clipped by a shower, especially north of Youngstown, before Friday afternoon is through. The farther south you are, the lower the rain chances will be on your Friday. Now, backing up to Thursday, the Storm Prediction Center on their Day 3 outlook does have a low-end risk of severe weather in eastern Ohio and western PA for Thursday, with wind damage being the primary threat. Again, it's a low-end chance. What I think you might see happen with their new issuance when it becomes the Day 2 outlook later on tonight, I suspect they're probably going to trim the western end of this out a little bit. I think it's more of a threat near the state line and over into western PA, more so than eastern Ohio. And one of the reasons why, this is just, again, one model, but notice the modest instability, during the pre-dawn hours on Thursday. I really don't think there's much of a severe weather threat with the initial band of moisture that comes through. Might be some thunder. But then as we get into the afternoon on Thursday and that cold front pushes into the region, notice how the less unstable air, or the more stable air, is around here and points south and east of Youngstown, get into more of an unstable environment Thursday afternoon, and that will, I suspect, lead to a better chance of some heavy, gusty storms east of I-79 and then heading down 77 towards Parkersburg, Marietta area. So we'll keep an eye on that, and I'll show you what the new severe weather outlook is for Thursday, coming up tomorrow, of course. Let's talk about Friday and the weekend specifically, and I've got two models plotted up here, the European and the GFS. Now, the model war for the weekend has been a faster GFS and a slower European until today. And what I mean by that is there's going to be a front that rolls through. The GFS has been pretty aggressive with it. The European was slower, and therefore the European's been much warmer on Saturday, suggesting we could get into the mid-80s. The GFS has been trying to bring in showers and storms before Saturday is through. Well, what happened today with the morning and midday runs, the European trended towards the GFS. Now, will it ultimately be right? We don't know that yet, but the trend today has been the European model going towards the GFS idea, and how does that manifest itself? Well, if you have outdoor plans on Saturday, here's a look at the GFS showing some showers and storms, perhaps even pushing in by early afternoon on Saturday. In the meantime, the European, for the same time period, still has the front to the north, but does sink moisture in here before the afternoon is through. So there's still some timing differences, but it's a much smaller difference, and the European, while previously dry, does now have some stuff getting in here before the day is through. So I've increased our rain chances on Saturday in our forecasts. I've left the temperature alone. We might still have time to get to 83 or 84 before any showers and storms push in. But if you have outdoor plans Saturday, check the forecast often next couple of days. Of course, we have Mother's Day coming up on Sunday. Here's a look at the GFS for the morning hours, showing showers, perhaps some thunder, and then a drying trend in the afternoon. As I roll this forward, notice the green pushes to the south. The European has kind of a similar idea. Green, showers and storms in the morning, a drying trend from north to south in the afternoon. So we're getting into better model agreement for the weekend. I suspect the wettest part of the weekend will be from Saturday evening through early Sunday morning. Sunday afternoon might turn out to be pretty nice, pretty comfortable with low humidity and a decent amount of sunshine. So again, stay tuned on that. And then we run into some model differences again early next week with the GFS suggesting we might have a shower and storm around Monday while the European is bone dry. So, just a little behind the scenes there of some of the model wars that sometimes rage in the medium range. We're paying particular attention to this because it's a weekend in May. We're getting into the time of the year where it's Mother's Day. There might be some graduation parties and that sort of thing, and a lot of outdoor plans at this time of the year on a weekend. So we really want to try to give you the most up-to-date information. And right now, it's trending wetter on Saturday, but trending drier on Sunday, especially Sunday afternoon. More updates on that throughout the rest of the week. Don't forget, you can check out the updated forecast anytime on the Storm Tracker 21 app. Thanks for watching Weather for Weather Geeks tonight. Tonight on 21 News at 11, of course, we'll have a complete wrap-up of the election news for the day, and I'll see you back here tomorrow evening.